Hey, what's up, guys? My name is David DeMuzio, and I'm a huge Prince fan. He's my favorite artist of all time. And one of my favorite things about being a Prince fan is just the number of songs and all the music he released. It's literally like I never stopped discovering new Prince songs, which is so cool. So even having been a fan of his for probably like 20 years, I'm still coming across new Prince songs or ones that I kind of overlooked in the past, and I'm just now coming across them. So I thought today, because he released, I think officially 39 albums and then even a bunch of bootleg albums and other things. So I thought today it would be cool to narrow that down a little bit and come up with the top 4 greatest, in my opinion, Prince albums of all time. These are the albums that you have to listen to. There are a lot of Prince albums that, in my opinion, only had like 1 or 2, 3, 4 good songs on them. But these albums really were chock full of great songs. And most of them, I think every song on the album is really great. These were really moments where Prince was at his peak and was just writing only killer songs. So number 4 is one of those albums, and I think it often gets overlooked in many ways. And that album is the Love Symbol album. This album is chock full of great songs. Sexy MF, I'll just say that so the kids can watch this video, is an amazing song. Morning Papers, Blue Light, Love to the Nines, My Name is Prince. I don't think there's a bad song in this album. It's just like great song after great song. And because it was during that period where Prince was going by a symbol, it wasn't sort of the height of his career in terms of being recognized by the public, I think. It was, people were like, what do we do about this whole symbol thing? And anyway, it's too bad because that's an album that's just one of the greatest Prince albums of all time. Album number 3 is Sign of the Times. Sign of the Times might be Prince's greatest album in terms of just the creativity. I was watching The Violet Reality is their YouTube channel. I love their YouTube channel, and they talk a lot about different Prince albums. And if you want to do a deep dive, check out their videos. And they were saying that Sign of the Times was actually 3 different albums that Prince put together and took different songs from. And it kind of made sense after I watched their video about that as to why, some of the songs, like If I Was Your Girlfriend, have this sort of high-pitched voice, and they're very different and unique because that originally came from an album called Camille, where he was just playing a certain character called Camille that sang with that sort of voice. But when you put it all together in Sign of the Times, it's just such an strange amalgamation of different material, like the song Sign of the Times, like it's this kind of funky blues thing, and then you've got I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, which is one of my all-time favorite Prince songs that I'm actually doing my own version of. And that song's just like a hard-hitting pop rock song. And then If I Was Your Girlfriend, which is this strange off-the-wall kind of funk pop sort of thing. So to me, artistically, that album just is very special. Album number 2 is the Prince album that got me into Prince because it came out when I was in high school, and every song on this album is amazing. The title track was the first single, I think, and that song is Musicology. Now, Musicology, I think, is number 2 in terms of important Prince albums because it represented a complete rebirth in Prince's career. It was such a great album that it made him go from, okay, that weird, symbol guy thing, and I think the public's mind, not in mine. I think he was always just an incredible artist. But it was such a great album that it brought him out of that. And suddenly it was like, oh yeah, man, we forgot that Prince is just one of the greatest talents to ever live. And Musicology, Call My Name, Illusion, Coma, Pimp and Circumstance, Cinnamon Girl, just song after song on that album. It's one that you can listen to all the way through, and it will blow your mind. And yes, all right, fine, number 1 is Purple Rain. I mean, it just kind of has to be. And I almost didn't want to make Purple Rain number 1 because I think that it's almost a little bit cliche. But I went back, and when I was really going over the tracks of each of these albums and trying to go, okay, which ones are the greatest and how do they rank, in terms of just an individual album. You just can't beat Purple Rain. It's just every single song on Purple Rain is incredible. And there's such a spirit of artistically pushing forward, on songs like Darling Nikki that are just really on the edge, and the beautiful ones that scream at the end, where it's one of the most passionate moments ever captured in music. And of course, Purple Rain, which is mostly recorded as a live song, and just this incredible passion and display of talent. And it just goes on and on. Every single song on Purple Rain is amazing. And as a body of work, Let's Go Crazy, it just defined Prince's career. It was just too great to not define his career. So that's my list of top 4 Prince albums of all time. Let me know what you think. Do you think that I missed one? Do you think that this was pretty accurate? If there's a Prince album or a Prince song that you think that I should go back and listen to because I got it wrong, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching.